When we look at food marketing, we will develop an insight on how financial products are also designed. Every time you go to a supermarket, if you look at the label and then it contains the words like farm fresh, simply, or something like real, then chances are that you might get carried away and you might put it in your cart. But all you need to do is turn and read the label, and you will see that it would say farm fresh for the ingredients that have been taken from the farm. There can be a lot of additives. Real can sometimes be a brand name. It has got nothing to do with the literal meaning of the word real. Similarly, in the financial world, there was a product called collateralized debt obligation. Collateralized, which means that there is a collateral that is being placed. It's a debt, which means it is safe because when some person were to invest in that product, they would be getting regular returns. And it's an obligation, which means it is trustworthy, right? Today, let us turn the labeling behind the CDO and understand what it actually communicates. Stay tuned.
2008, one financial product quietly grew into a giant, the CDO, or Collateralized Debt Obligation. By 2007, over $1.3 trillion of these CDOs were circulating around the world. Bought by banks, insurers, pension funds, they were the hot cake of global finance, sold as safe, stable, and sophisticated. But what did a CDO actually look like? Imagine a three-layer cake. The base was made from thousands of loans: home mortgages, car loans, credit card debts, corporate bonds. These were all mixed together and baked into a single structure. There were three layers in the cake. The top slice, called the senior tranche, got paid first and was stamped AAA rating, supposedly ultra safe. The middle slice, the mezzanine tranche, earned yield with more risk but higher. And at the bottom sat the equity tranche, the first to absorb losses and have an extremely high yield with even more higher risk. On paper, the cake looked delicious, well-structured, layered, and balanced. But here's the catch. The name Collateralized Debt Obligation gave no clue that this cake was made of mixed risky ingredients. The product name was not hybrid debt or structured mix or diversified risk basket. It sounded professional, even noble, something that must be safe. That name alone, with words like collateralized and obligation, influenced not just investors, but even credit rating agencies got carried away. It wrapped complexity inside a calm technical label, the financial equivalent of clever food branding. And that power of labeling, let's walk through the grocery aisle. Wheat Thins, once claimed 100% whole grain, turns out not quite. The coats later found refined flour inside. Minute Maid's pomegranate blueberry juice, 99% apple and grape. The Supreme Court had to step in. In India, fruit drinks carrying the word ORS, implying a medical rehydration formula, were forced by FSSAI to remove that label entirely. Even everyday packaging can be quietly deceptive. Kisan 100% real tomatoes. True, but the tomato paste, not about the rest of the ketchup. Simply Orange, stored for months, then flavored with engineered orange oils. McDonald's 100% white meat chicken, technically right, but filled with starch and binders. Farm fresh. This word is not even legally defined. It can mean almost anything. In every case, the name built emotional trust, not factual truth. And that's exactly what happened in CDOs. A collateralized debt obligation sounded solid. Collateralized, like a mortgage. Obligation, like a bond. It felt safe, serious, and reliable. Even though underneath it was a blended leveraged mix of thousands of unrelated debts. The label gave comfort, and comfort replaced curiosity. Investors didn't dig deeper, and neither did those who are meant to protect them. When housing prices fell, the layers of the cake crumbled together, and what was sold as a gourmet financial dessert turned into anything but global indigestion. And that's where the retail investor's lesson begins. Whether you're reading a food packet or a mutual fund brochure, please turn the label around and ask what's really inside. Because the name, the brand, or even the rating might be a story designed to make you feel safe, but not to tell you the truth. Made with 100% real tomatoes and collateralized debt obligation, both sound reassuring until you start looking beneath the label. In food or finance, always read the ingredients. That's where real literacy begins.
Collateralized debt obligation was a product engineered prior to the 2008s, and it got rebranded after the Lehman Brothers collapse. In today's date and age, how is the new avatar of collateralized debt obligation looking like? We will learn more about this in the next section. Stay tuned.